Haven't seen. I'm doing a game checklist. There are currently 649 games on the checklist. The number is fluctuating as I find things that need to come off and things that need to get added. So it's not going up a lot and it's not going down a lot. That number should be about right. So somewhere between 650 and 700 games is probably what the final total will be. We're still at the very early stages of this. We only have, as you can see, 2 games completed so far. And by completed, I don't mean that I've beat these games. A lot of these games are ones that you need to put a lot of time into if you ever want to make it to the end game or complete them. But on these games, I'm only doing an hour, a little over. Sometimes I may get caught up and go further than that, but for the most part, we're trying to do 1 hour. So if you have 1 hour to play, 7 Days to Die, first of all, generating a world can take some time. So if you're playing with somebody who already has one generated, then you can definitely get a lot more out of the game. But just because it took 20-some minutes for us to get going, it took 20-some minutes to get a world generated, or right around that area. And I don't think the world was set on like bigger settings. Maybe if you set smaller settings, you can make that go a little faster. But either way, it's a fun game. It gives you a tutorial in the beginning that really sets you in a direction. But also, as the tutorial goes, it seems like there's a lot of freedom to choose where you want to go. Building is definitely something that interests me in games. So with that one, like, that's instantly I want to set up a base and I want to start getting everything secured. I want to start, just progressing, and there's definitely a pull to play that game again. Every time I play 7 Days to Die, I usually get sucked in, and I'll end up in it at like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. But yeah, if you are looking to play a game, 7 Days to Die definitely is something to check out. The controls can take a little bit of getting used to at first, but the more you play it, the quicker it all becomes. Learning the systems on weapons and tools and crafting them and all that, and better ones and all the stats around them. There's a little bit of a learning curve to that, but overall it's pretty user friendly. It's not something that you have to have, you have to spend a ton of time just to be able to play the game. I mean, you can play the game and then min-max from that point. But so yeah, that is 7 Days to Die. I'm going to go ahead and try to swap over to the next game in the list, which is 8-Bit Fiesta. We'll have to see if I have this. So if you're let's see what we got here. If you're watching live, I appreciate it. I'll be cutting all these and putting these videos into a YouTube. The YouTube, I'm probably going to set up a couple different playlists to make it easier for people to kind of get through and look at some of these. And it's going to have probably one for actual gameplay and one for these short little review sections afterwards, just to kind of help you choose if there's a game you're looking for. But if you type, if you're on Twitch, !YouTube in the chat will send you to the YouTube. There's also a link below the chat. There's a suggestion box as well. If there's a game in the list that you would like to see me play, then !game list in the chat will bring up the list. You can look through there, put it in the suggestion box. I'll consider it, and maybe we'll step out of turn to play some of these. But like I say, next game up is 8-Bit Fiesta. Give me about 5-10 minutes, and I'll get that going, and appreciate you watching.